Hey y'all, Nico here. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining me. I'm Nico. Today's video is another yoga pose tutorial where I show you some modifications and tips on how to do some of yoga's most commonly used poses. Today's pose is plank pose, also known as Kumbhakasana, also sometimes known as Utthaya Chaturanga Dandasana. Plank pose is great because it helps to strengthen your abs, your wrists, your arms. It encourages alignment of the body, which can help with your posture. And it also takes some mental endurance and focus to get into and to hold plank pose. So it can help build those aspects of yourself as well. So let's get started in a table position. And we want our hands to be a shoulder distance apart, pressing down through the fingers and through the palms evenly. And sometimes you can even bring a little bit more pressure into those index fingers. So from here, we're going to straighten our right leg back, tucking the toe. And then we are going to straighten our left leg back as well. So as you are up in your plank, you want to press away from the mat, keeping those shoulders relaxed away from the ears, and pressing away from the mat is going to kind of engage those shoulder blades. So we want to get away from being sunk down in the shoulders. We still want to keep the shoulders active. Also think about wrapping those arms and pressing the triceps towards each other, as well as pulling the belly button back towards the spine to engage the core. So think about this kind of movement, pulling the belly button back towards the spine to engage the core, and pulling up through the tops of those thighs to engage the legs. Press through the heels. You want your heels kind of pressing towards the back of the room, and we're creating a nice long line from our head down to our heels. So you should really feel your body activating all over here. Now to modify, you can just drop down to your knees, making a ramp from the shoulders down towards your knees, still keeping the body engaged here. That's important. We want to keep those muscles active and not sink down into our shoulders or sink down into your hips. When I was doing research on on the best way to teach the pose, I saw something that said, be a plank, not a banana. I love that. It makes a lot of sense. So when it says, be a plank, not a banana, we don't want our hips to be sinking down. We don't want this curve in our body. Remember, press through the arms, wrap the triceps towards each other, engage the core, pull that belly button back towards the spine, pull the thighs upward. And I mean, it's hard to hold, but then that mental focus comes in. Trying to breathe evenly and not doing a whole lot of panning in our plank pose. So if you want to work your way up to full plank, if you feel like full plank is a lot, you can always practice in your modified version of plank. Down on the knees. This still is going to work your core, it's still going to work your arms, it's still going to work your wrists. And a lot of times when we are doing sun salutations and we get ready to move down into chaturanga, I see a lot of people often letting the hips fall first. You want to keep that alignment in your body during plank pose, and you want to lower down to your belly, kind of letting that chest reach first instead of just letting the belly and the hips sink down. So when you lower down to chaturanga, it usually looks something like this. We're up in our plank. Shoulder blades are activated, shoulders are away from the ears, thighs are pulling up, navel is pulling in and up, triceps are coming towards each other. Keep those elbows in tight as you lower. So we're not going to lower down with our hips and then come down with our chest. Keep those elbows in tight, tucked into the body, and we'll lower down nice and evenly. And then we push up. So feel free to Practice your plank, practice your chaturanga. Practicing poses and strengthening the muscles you need to strengthen is going to make sure you're doing the poses properly and just help to prevent you from having any injuries and to be able to get the full benefits of each pose. So leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of this video, what pose you want me to do modifications and tips on next. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Peace and love.